are deep in wintertime, so this hour it's already kind of getting dark, which explains the lighting, sure. And I'm so glad. I'm so grateful we can come to this space. This morning I had I know it might seem like much, might not seem like much, but I had a miracle in my life this morning as I was starting to wake up and greet the day. I was so happy and excited. I was like, oh, thank you. I'm excited for another day. That's been something I've been struggling with for a while, based on things that I don't talk about because we don't give them power here. The end. Same in your life too. Don't claim things that aren't for your best. Only claim your best. Everything else will work its way out. Amen. Amen. I've had enough miracles that is true, and I'm holding this space now for us to increase the miracles that happen in our soul family, those who are connected to me, my purpose, all of those things. Even if you just come across for a moment, it is the start. It is the beginning. There's a reason why. There's a reason why, you see. And the reason is to start the spark that begins the change. Planting the seed in your fertile brain and watching it come to fruition. I don't get to watch the whole thing, but I'm happy to just be a start. And that's so wonderful. And I'm so glad I'm here. And that today is a day where I can hold this 5D energy space for all of us. I really needed it yesterday, but wasn't able to attain it. And when I woke up this morning and I saw the sky, I knew that we were back again in 5D, sharing energy and space through time, regardless of location. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. We are here holding space for miracles, love, compassion, peace, joy, authenticity, all the things that generally we aren't allowed in our day-to-day. And so I'm just authentically happy that we're here, that we made it to today. And it's kind of like the end of a day, which is nice too. To just share a little energy here in these transitional times and spaces. So before hi, how are you? Oh, let me get my glasses so I can see your name. I like the lull at the end. YK Juan. Right? YK Juan Lol. Hi, thanks for joining. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate everyone who comes through this chat. There is a purpose, there is a reason. There is a why that you're seeing me, even if you can't figure it out yet. I've been told on several occasions, and so I always bring it up, is that my purpose of being a way shower kind of plants the seed, lights the spark, gets things started, and gets people questioning, what am I doing here? Why? What is this all for? Right? The big questions everyone has to ask in their life. And probably I'm coming to these questions now since I am getting to be a certain age that you start considering these things. I don't know what's up with Periwinkle. Hey Periwinkle. Thanks for your very strong opinion in here. Your energy is hilarious. I want to know why. Oh, why Periwinkle blue is better than Periwinkle purple. You know what's so interesting? Did you know that a periwinkle is actually what do I want to say? Okay, I can see what you're saying because it's amazing. I will have to check it out then. But periwinkle is actually an animal. It is like a mollusk that lives in freshwater streams, very like small, kind of like a circular shell that they have too. Oh, and a flower too. Wow, there's a lot going on with periwinkle. I only knew a little bit. Periwinkle, you know it all. What else am I missing here about periwinkle? Oh my god. All right, now I gotta put my glasses on again. Periwinkle, I. Oh, you did? Yes, the person who just came out of the womb. Nice. Sounds fresh, right? That's why they say what behind the ears. Because you still got the juice on you. Hilarious. Hudson Moore. That is so hilarious, Hudson Moore. That's so hilarious. Do you just like roll into every chat and say that? Because that's great. There's a lot of G's that, oh my G, yeah. So much God. All the God. All the time. On this channel. Yeah. I love it. But I do just want everyone, to know that I'm not here like saying that you have to do this or do that, believe in this, believe in that. I'm just here to say there is always higher level vibrations that encompass the all. Most religions believe in something that contains everything, and that is the God energy. So it doesn't matter what religion that you have, there are these energies regardless that can be accessed by anyone. I say gosh and not God because you're a Christian. That's good, Periwinkle. That also kind of explains your sense of humor. But I will also say this, right? Don't sweat the small stuff. Seriously, don't sweat the small stuff. Right? Because I feel like the creator, whatever you want to say, knows our heart no matter what. So if in your mind you're saying that, but out your mouth comes the other thing, don't you think they know? They know. They know what you're thinking. They know what's in your heart. So, I don't know. I'm not one to judge about that, for sure. But I'll tell you that my my close relationship with God does not have like those kind of conditions put on it. Either that or my God is so forgiving. And I know that's the truth. That's the truth. Right? I'm just so happy to be here. It's been a minute. I love spending time in this space. I hold it for us so that we can, raise the vibration. Yes, 100%. You know what else is forgiving? Yourself. And anytime there's some kind of transgression and I apologize to someone else or I make some kind of realization about how I hurt others, I also make a special point to forgive myself, especially if the other person or thing or whatever can't necessarily forgive you. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. God forgives. God is in you. Forgive yourself. That's the big one. Because that is what lets guilt go away. You don't have to feel guilty and sad and, alone. That's the word that just came into my mind. It's like you were there. Honor yourself. You're here for a reason. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for all the times you didn't, do what you were called to do. And anything else that goes along with that. Forgive yourself. And I want to share one other thing because I know my earthly father may be listening, so I'll say this. Things can change. Miracles can happen in relationships in your life, And it will be like your whole past is rewritten and seen in a different way. And maybe the people who are your parents now are not the people who were your parents then. I know I've been like shifting timelines. And how do I know this? Because I wake up from dreams about very mundane things that either have happened in the past or could happen, like make sense, things are involved. But then I ask my husband, I'm like, this didn't happen, right? He's like, no. I'm like, okay, that was a different, totally different timeline. I'm glad I'm out of that one. The last one I was in had me cleaning up cat poop off the floor, and there was a bunch of like hairs stuck in it. It was such a mess. Anyway, I was so happy when I woke up and realized that's not the timeline that I'm on. So that was great. What else? Is there anything else that we would talk about here? You feel bad for me? No. Don't feel bad for me, Periwinkle. Not at all. Like, you're here, what could be wrong, right? Seriously. We need to start having that for ourselves and others, right? Like compassion, forgiveness, and also just joyful activities instead of work, where it's like, I know maybe you feel bad, but you don't have to. It's okay. I don't feel bad about it. You shouldn't either. Right? Because to me, it might be like a bad-ish dream or like weird, but my interpretation of it is that it's good. Right? Like, I know that's not where I'm going. And how do I know? Because it didn't happen over the last 2 days. And it hasn't happened yet. So that's interesting. Usually when I dream about stuff that is like happening in real life, if it's weird, then sometimes it's like a premonition. If it's very specific about something happening and I'm like, I don't like that, then I know that's me timeline jumping. Because I don't end up, I've had a lot of years to like have these dreams and then see what happens. And that's just how I know. For me, it works. But I know for everybody, it's different. We all have our different skills and blessings and abilities and purpose and reason that we're here for each other. And I'm so glad that you stopped by. That's pretty much it. Yeah. I can't believe it's only been a few minutes. And we have so much time left today, which is great. I'm excited. Today's a very exciting, high energy day. I did lots of good things at work. I've been feeling amazing, which is always a blessing and a miracle, and I'm always so grateful for that. And the good things I get to do with the good vibes that I have, right? The time I have here to wake up and say, I'm grateful that I opened my eyes this morning and that I can't wait to see who I help and meet and things I explore today, because the days could be the same or they could be different, and it's kind of up to you. And it's up to me too. It's like, how do we want to spend our time? And I just want to spend my time having a good time. And some people think that that makes me immature, but I think that makes me actually really wise, because there's many people who don't enjoy their time here. And like, why? Why? You can if you want. You can if you want. And all you do is just start telling yourself the other story that you want to come to fruition, right? The other story that, like, things are better in your relationship, or the other story you want to say about, I do this for myself too, where if something happens and I don't necessarily like the outcome, then I will read to myself things I have written about the job that I have, the person that I am, the person that I love, family, friends, things like that, you know? And you'll see things change. You'll see things change, because you're changing your internal story about that person. And remember, everything is your own perspective. Even Einstein has said that. You can only understand your own perspective. You can maybe, attempt to understand another's perspective, which is always a good idea, in my opinion. But, yeah. Yeah. And there's something that I'm working on right now, which is like combining the duality. So the duality of light and dark, the duality of um anything that's in this life, like night, dark, breathe in, breathe out, all these things that are like good, bad, that to me the truth is starting to seem like all of it. All of it is one. And therefore, I stop feeling disappointment in things that are maybe not what I would consider good, because you see the whole, like the whole of a person too, like the goodness and the bad, and how that can make a whole person anyway. I'm trying to like get myself to that point because I know sometimes I try to be too good to overcompensate for things where I feel like I haven't done well enough. And then that just kind of results in burnout. And also, that's not really super loving to myself about, you know, how I move through the world. And so I'm learning to take in the whole of a person and understand that someone can do something bad, but that doesn't necessarily make them bad. And someone can do something good, but that doesn't necessarily make them good. I don't know how else to explain that. I guess that has to be something that I work more on, because it's like once you're able to explain it to somebody else, it's like you really understand it. So I feel like I'm still like on the cusp of integrating that. And then once I integrate it, then it's easier to like explain to others. But this is also good because it is a space where I can learn from you guys. David, 100% true. I will just tell you one thing. This space is highly protected, so I caution you against sending any kind of negative energy to myself or anyone else in this chat. Most of the time, it's just going to bounce back to you, and so I say every time, please forgive them, Father, they know not what they do. All right? And feel free to stay if you feel like you'll get something out of this, which is awesome, and you can participate. Otherwise, feel free to move along. There's 8 billion people on this planet and tens of hundreds of thousands of hours of YouTube every moment. You don't, thanks for your opinion, but if you don't like it, you don't have to be here. Bye. Love it. And now I will calm myself and remember the purpose of this is for me to be okay being seen and for us to amplify our positive energy. Just when I'm saying that, I feel a lot of pressure on my head right now. Okay, it's gone. Thank you. Thank you for that. Like, I acknowledge that you're here. You don't have to be aggressive. I feel like almost that was like a vibe check, like a spiritual vibe check. That's really weird. And it happens usually, I mean, with enough frequency that I think about it during the chats, the lives. Also, full body chills. So, I I mean, it's not gotten cold in here really yet. I think there's something big coming. And I know that it's true because then when I said that, then I got more chills. So that's awesome. Whoever's here, I'm super happy you're here. And the most hilarious irony may be that you're not actually here in the time that I'm filming this, but you are going to be here during and watch this during whenever, another day, another time, from wherever you are. And so I say to you, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your energy and your vibe. I'm so excited to kind of grow this community into a bigger space for positive energy and miracles. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. And so sometimes, sometimes in here we talk about the future, talk about the past. What is the QA sticker thing? I don't know about this. Probably I should try and see what happens. Most comfortable clothing. My answer, pajamas. Oh yeah, pajamas are the best. Answers will appear as chat messages. Cool. Oh, let's start it. Yeah. I wrote it on there. Guys, look how terrible I am at this. This is why we don't do things like this just on the fly. No, I should be forgiving myself. It's okay to try new things and make mistakes. That's how we get better, right? The first step in being great is sucking. 100%. Ooh, look at all the other things I found over here too. Nice. That's awesome. Learning new things. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, can I drag it here to end the Q&A? Nice. Guys, learned something new today. I love it. I love it. And I'm excited in the future to talk about other things that have changed but are right now in the metamorphosis, and so I don't want to put that like information out until it is like, sealed. And yeah, that's something that I've really kind of learned about too, is the idea of keeping your manifestations to yourself until they come true, especially if they are, maybe someone who's not going to be supportive, or even like someone that's accidentally unsupportive. It's like, just keep it to yourself, do the work, right? Keep going. And when you get there, you can tell everybody how you got there. Yeah. But one of the big things for me is to don't claim anything that isn't positive that you don't want, right? Don't claim sickness. I have this sickness or whatever. Don't claim like poverty, like you don't have enough. Just don't claim it for yourself. It's okay to not talk about any of those kinds of things that you aren't wanting to give more energy to in your life. Because when you pay attention, when you talk about it, when you bring others' energy on board, it can turn into like a cycle of something that you don't necessarily want and isn't like really good. So, yeah. Be careful who and what you talk about. Be careful what you talk about and with who. Yeah. Yeah, and even people that I want like so much amazing things for, they've shared with me some things that are going on, and I'm like, I didn't have the best energetic response. And even though this is someone I love, that happened. So it's like I had to like take a step back and be like, "Yo, girl, what are you doing here? Don't mess up that energy. It's got great stuff going on." And also to remember that roles could be reversed. There could be something I'm sharing with someone else that I love or know very well, and then they'll be the ones who are maybe adding some energy of doubt or concern or the whole what ifs thing. So, yeah. Yeah. And I still, because I'm of the age where I was alive before kind of there was computers, definitely before there was internet and cell phones, and all of this is just a miracle. It just is. What we're able to do with it, it's just it cannot be fully understood by the human mind anymore. I feel like we're only limited at this point by our imagination for what's coming next. And so I like to flex my imagination in the positive, right? To the good. Yeah, and everything comes in time. That's why, and everything comes in time, which is why I trust divine timing, right? And no, like, I never worry about being late anywhere anymore because I know I'm arriving at the perfect place at the perfect time because that is what God does in my life. And I trust it, right? That's it. It's taken a lot of anxiety out of my life for that, which is great. I'm just like, who cares? Am I really late? Nah, never late. Always on time. I think we put a lot of stress on our own lives by the expectations of others and ourselves of how to perform, right? And I've had to be a lot more compassionate and acceptant of myself and my physical, emotional, spiritual needs. Yeah. Yep. And it's time for us to start not worshiping, but at least acknowledging and embracing the spark of God that is inside us, right? It's like the spark of life. And then honoring that in myself. I have not done enough, and that is one of the things I'm working on, is to create that space and time where I do like embrace and love and do things for myself because I love myself, right? Things that are like could be annoying from one perspective, but from the other perspective, it is I'm doing this because I love me. Yeah. And I wish it wouldn't have taken so long, but right, I can't wish that either. Everything is in divine timing. I've learned the lessons I needed to learn. I'm doing the things I need to do. I hope you are too. Because that's when life gets really good. And things start falling into place, and you're like, how'd that even happen? What about this miracle? That miracle? Miracles are in our life every day. A lot of it is just perspective, right? Really, it is. Like, things that we take for granted every day are miracles. Like cars. How do cars work? Who here knows how cars work? Not very many of us, but we all drive them and use them. That's kind of miraculous. We're made of mostly water and require water to live. Water falls out of the sky. That's a miracle. I don't know how else to explain it. Sometimes people expect huge things, of which there are, and I have experienced some like massive, massive miracles in familial relationships and also health wise for me. So, yeah, I just want to hold this space open for other people to either like honor the miracles that they've experienced in their life or to start the journey of how they get miracles into their life, because it's not me, it's not us praying together. We know where miracles come from. Miracles are like things that we never even expected was possible. And then God, right? And then God. And then that whole higher power that is encompassing of everything. All life, all space, all time, everything. And while I was brought up as a Christian, I did spend time in my high school and college years learning about a lot of other religions. And yeah, to me, nothing speaks so powerful to me as the words upon my heart. And I don't need to define where they come from, right? And I know in every religion there is this feeling, right, where you can feel connected to the divine. You can feel like you can hear, speak with, communicate with, commune with. And all of that is possible. And so I never, like, just as I believe in Jesus and the Christian God, I also acknowledge that the other prophets, right? I acknowledge the Torah. I acknowledge Allah. Acknowledge Ganesh, and other Hindu gods and ideas of Buddhism. A lot of that, yes. You can feel a similar energy, and also it can be like different energies. But remember, everything is an energy, whether you can see it in the third dimension or not. There are energetic levels, and this is how I understood this morning that with the energetic levels, right, it's this feeling of like, how could God hear everything at once? How could this archangel be everywhere at once? Because it is simply a vibration. A vibration can be anywhere, and the vibration can just live there, and then we access it. That's it. I'll be right back, guys. Hey.
No,
No lock?
no clothes.
Okay.
This here, okay?
100%.
My
Yeah.
husband coming.
Okay.
Only this clothes, pero no.
Okay.
Nada.
Yeah. That was my neighbor. They are amazing. At our front door of our apartment building, there's like 3 floors, and they have flowers and all kinds of plants growing at the front, and it's just so wonderful how they kind of just support beauty in our environment, right? It's like just something that they can do and they enjoy, but it also spreads joy to everyone else who sees it. So yeah, those are the kind of things that I love and celebrate, is when people do things for others, for themselves and for others, like because they love it, because they enjoy it. That's when you get to the good stuff. The good stuff. We just, like a horse has blinders, right? We just want to focus on what we want. Anything else we don't want, we just be like, okay, yep, got it. And then do the work that needs to be done to kind of wash out any of those things that made you feel like you're not enough. I don't know why. I always just kind of like, I hear things sometimes and I'm like, do I really want to say that? Okay, I have to say it, right? Because again, these are like the words put on your heart, right? And if you're a Christian, the Holy Spirit, that's the part that's like the still small voice, right? And what were we saying? Yes. So I don't know. I feel like I have to say it every time we do a live, is that what you were experiencing in this 3D reality, everything, when you look close enough, is mostly nothing, which means that anything is possible. Anything is possible. And there are additional dimensions. We know about it, right? We know about the lower dimensions. We know about the higher dimensions. There's even dimensions in between, which are like fractals, which I know this is so wild and out there, but I'm just gonna throw it out there. It's mostly like what we're seeing and how this functions is as a fractal. They've done studies on brains now and can confirm that what happens when we observe something is collapsing of the probability into what we observe, which is straight from physics, chemistry right there about the idea where you can know where an object is, or you can know some physicality of the object, like how fast it's traveling, but you can't do both at the same time. And there's many, many more examples of that. Like, just, it's just so many of it's like, if you didn't really observe it, it could be anything, right? So that's how kind of manifestation works and magic works in the 3D, is this higher understanding of what's possible. And pretty much anything is possible. Anything. Like, now I'm thinking like ridiculous stuff. Like, what ridiculous things can we talk about that's possible? Like, well, with AI now, it's like everything was possible. Like, you can make whole new music videos with dead music legends. You can just create any kind of person to make any kind of video about anything, which is crazy. That's just more magic too. I work in technology, and it's really wild, like everything that's going on and how fast things are changing. Like, I can't even explain it except to say that when they used to ask us, where do you see tech in the next 3 to 5 years? Nope, that's way too long. Even where do you see tech in the next, like, 2 years? Probably too long. What you need to be where we are right now with, like, the speed of things changing, we're talking every 3 to 6 months. There are new things coming out that improve what AI can do, and basically just, okay, I'm gonna say it, make people obsolete. Yeah, yeah. I think I read an article that this week that there was the first AI hack, meaning that someone programmed an AI agent to do certain things in environments to get information out that they wanted. And all that means is it's another level in the constant one-upmanship of cybersecurity and hackers. Cybersecurity and hackers. Gotta stay ahead of the game. In the city where I live, it's kind of rare to have quiet moments, so I kind of stretched that one out a little bit. There was one place I've been recently, in the last couple of years, that was just awe-inspiring isn't enough, but it was a space out in old growth forests in the Pacific Northwest, and getting there and then stopping and being quiet. It was so quiet, it sounded like my ears were muffled. I hadn't heard that kind of silence in so long. That place is quite the energy vortex. Some cedar trees gifted us a branch that fell. And so to this day, even a couple of years later, I still have cedar fronds from that tree. And just thinking about the place kind of brings me back to that feeling of peace, relaxation, calm, quiet, clean air, fresh from the aquifer water. Like, I see that place so much, and I visit it very often. There's a whole book series that I read that basically gave the idea that time travel is possible by creating strong emotional connections to a space, a person, a place. And yeah, that feels real to me when I'm thinking about this place because I can feel it. I can feel it. And I think and plan for the next time I'll be there again. I'm really a wanderer, that's for sure. I love to go and travel places, see things I've never seen. I love to find the little back alleyways of whatever little country or city that I'm visiting. I like to eat local food. There's nothing I don't understand more than people traveling to someplace they've never been and then eating the same food they always eat, doing the same things they always do. It's like, why did you even leave then? If you're not going to like experience the culture and the people and the environment, then where are you going? Why are you going? I don't get it. I don't get it. 4141. And right now I'm thinking about my time in Munich this summer. And how I can't wait to go back. A few more years. A few more years. Get all the kids through college. Yeah. That's not very far away either. Although I wish it was. I mean, I'm going to say these cliche things of like, kids grow up so fast and, you know, you can't know until you know. Very many things, including that. And I really wish, and my hope would be that, I'm going to say it, my hope would be in the future that every parent who has a child wants that child and treats that child with love and respect and compassion and joy and strength and faithfulness. And that's how you get a whole generation self-confident, self-loving, making progress, healing lives, healing families. Yeah. There's so much beauty and pain in this world. That's the like light and dark side again, right? And when I went to Munich, one of the places we went to was Dachau. And even talking about it now it's unfathomable and extremely difficult. I'm so grateful to know that as there is this much dark, there is just as much light. There is a balance. There is a balance. And we choose and we focus on the positive, but we accept the whole. We accept the whole. That's the only way to see the truth and the entire beauty. That's beyond our human comprehension. And now I wonder, how many times have you been here? I know I've been here many times. I have shelves of books in the Akashic Records. And every day, more blessings and gifts are remembered. And the same is true for you too. 100%. Right? Like, I'm not special. That's 100% the truth. And it's true for everybody else, too. We all want to think that either one, everybody is kind of like us, or two, that we're like, it doesn't matter. We're one out of over 8 billion. Just trying to think if there's anything else I want to touch upon in these last like 10 or 15 minutes. I do. There is. Of course. Of course. I'll just sit here and things will come out. It's like the idea that heartbreak is only as strong as the love that was there before. So it's like a testament to the love that you had. That's again the dichotomy of the good, the bad, the love, the joy, the break, the loss. And every once in a while, I will forget how amazing I am, and I will not do the things that are required for me to maintain this 5D energy. And so, in those moments, and I hope for you too, that you would choose yourself, choose to love yourself, choose to spend time and money on things that bring you love and joy and peace. And respect your body and let it know that you're so grateful for it, because we're so much more than our body. And this body was given to us. So what do we do with it, and how do we show that we're appreciative, and how do we maintain it to keep this going as long as possible? And so I would just encourage you to spend some quiet time praying, meditating, even the silence of nothing, to get in touch with yourself and listen to what's being told to you, and start to follow the little weird intuitions that come for no reason whatsoever, like, oh hey, I think I should turn left today on this street that I've never gone down before. Oh, I should get off the road and buy a gift so I'm not coming empty-handed, only to then find out I missed a car accident. Like, even if it's weird, do it. Say it. That's how your intuition gets stronger and stronger. And if you ignore it, that's how it gets quieter and quieter and quieter. You're coming out of alignment of the vibrational space where you can hear what is being told to you. I can't. There's so much that's happening in this space. I don't even know how to explain it, really. And so all I'll say is, there's a reason why you've seen this. There's a reason why you've stopped by. There's a reason why you liked. There's a reason why you subscribed. There is a reason that you're seeing this, even for just a moment. And that is to plant the seed in your fertile mind that this is all amazing. Everything's amazing. I see you wrote something. Hold on, I'll put my glasses on. I'm so glad you're here. Arcadus Able. I'll try. I look like a kindergarten teacher that every kid has a crush on. That's hilarious, and that was even before I put on my librarian glasses. Kids love energy. That's it. You got good energy, kids love you. Just like dogs, cats, animals, right? It's just, this world is just so amazing, and I think it's so amazing that very often we cannot even comprehend it, so it's like it passes us by. It's not processed in our mind. The infinite waves splashing on the shore of uncountable sands. And we worry about anything. It's silly. It's silly. So be grateful for the time you get, for the things you get, for the lessons you get. And accept any limitations, such as this is what I'll say. Accept any limitations that you currently have. Accepting where you are right now does not limit where you go in the future. Only if acceptance of where you are right now makes you feel like you don't have to go any further, that's the only way you wouldn't go any further. Just accepting. There's a lot to accept and learn to be okay with. And only once you're okay with it are you able to change it from a place of power instead of a place of desperation or need. Yep. And while, prayers are answered for desperation and need, that shouldn't be the only time you're speaking with them. And it's definitely not the only time they're speaking to you. For me, I know they're in my ear all day long. How do I know that? Because I know things no one's ever told me. I know things that I shouldn't know. Sometimes it creeps people out, and I'm like, sorry. I shouldn't say it. I mean, I guess I should. That's the reason why it was given to me, right? But I've got to be okay with not caring how anyone perceives me, because that is their lens they're viewing me from, not my truth of the entirety of me. And that's true for you all too, and true for everyone else. And so I would hope that in this space we come without judgment, but with acceptance and, what do I want to say, like good feelings, good energy, good wishes for everyone else who comes in this space. We're coming up on an hour. I still have not yet really done a weekend live, but that's usually, I like to do lives when I'm in between places of like dedicating myself to work or my family, so things can be kind of not regimented, not scheduled, more just kind of like, ooh, I feel a calling, or hey, I've got some extra time. I know that doesn't work very well for everybody else who maybe wants to like join in the future, and all I can say is subscribe so you get the notification when I'm live. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for your beautiful energy in this space. I am so grateful for everyone who joined now, in the future, here and far away. And please always remember that we all need the same physical needs because we're human beings of security, food, clean water, clean air, joy, love, peace, happiness. For all the things you want for yourself, many others want that for themselves as well too. And if you can use that to connect with others, you understand that we're all the same. We're all one. We have all the same needs, and we've come from and returned to the same source. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm so grateful for meeting you on your journey. I'm gonna have to end this because if I don't, I'm gonna be crying. There's just such beautiful energy here of acceptance and peace. And that which I want for myself, I want for everyone else. And there's no reason why it can't happen. There's no reason why. This is the other thing I want to say in closing. Remember, God is great and God is good. God is forgiving and compassionate. God loves you. God put you here in this position. Please, always remember that. And know that if you ever need assistance in finding your path or the way you should go, pray, meditate, ask, get into those different realms of dimensions and see. If you go looking, they will find you. They've always known you. Only now are you choosing to listen. That's all. Thank you for everyone who joined. Thank you for those who will see another time. I'm so grateful for the miracle and opportunity to be able to speak with you all this way. And until I see you again, take care. I love you.